outreach transition for me was first loving the park system and having an understanding of what the intrinsic value of open green space is for everybody. I can work 7 days a week on that and twice on Sunday. So part of outreach is not just assuming that we know what the public needs all the time. We should be asking. That should inform how we design our parks. That should be inform how we schedule next year's programs. People that live all the way out in Jerusalem Township don't necessarily want the same things that everybody out in Swanton want. There's a lot of different communities within the community that I owe, by definition, my service to.
We're inside of Market Hall.
Sure.
We've got people in the back. There's a lot of activity. Feels like, and we've seen that the outreach is working. I'm actually joined here by Mr. Matt Killam with the Metroparks. Can you tell us your official title?
Yes, I'm the Chief of Outreach for Metroparks Toledo.
What's your favorite part about your job?
I am almost always within a couple hundred yards of a playground. So even when I'm having a bad day, which is infrequent, you do get to hear people enjoying what it is you do for a living.
And when it comes to just hearing the sound of kids laughing, and of course the show is called Be Well. So how do you incorporate environmental wellness?
First of all, it starts with access. We have a park within 5 miles of every Lucas County resident. You have to be able to get to safely or feel welcome to a park system. Wellness is certainly the body, right? We have trails where people run. We have a climbing wall outside of where we're sitting right now. That's intuitive to most, but between your ears is the muscle that we are trying to lean into the most. And it's a byproduct of COVID. We looked at our wellness and mental health obligation to the community more seriously, saying people need to be able to feel safe together and also be apart safely together. And the Metroparks, in all public green space, frankly, are places to do that. But we're an environmental agency. One of our dark secrets is we'll build a hotel in the clouds like the Treehouse Village. We're doorstep of the Mini Mommy, which is a splash pad. But what I want to do is use those as a vector to teach people about conservation. Our water was toxic not too long ago. We are trying to induce people to learn and care more about the ecology through play and experiences.
I think that's smart, right? You're attaching fun to these important information. And so how do you keep wellness at the forefront when you're talking about a treehouse or a splash pad, or even here coming to the ribbon and seeing kids putting on their skates?
Well, some of it comes with just attendance, right? By getting out from your house, getting away from your screen. We do have to rewire what I think is potentially been lost, which is the ability to play. Getting outside is good for you. That is irrefutable. So we are the stewards of 13,000 acres, and how we get people to re-envision themselves in it is our challenge, and we're up for it.
One thing I love about the Metroparks is there's a very smart decision making when it comes to what's next, and there's always innovation. Talk to us about that master plan and what's up next.
Yeah, so the master plan ultimately connects all the parks together through a system of trails. So we're sitting right now at the Riverwalk. Right now we have a full-scale restaurant facility which is run by a local operator. We don't rent skates, we don't run restaurants or bars, we don't run pickleball facilities. We let people in our community run those, and the money that we get, proceeds from that, we put back into our conservation message.
And we've used a lot of this time to talk about community and wellness. What role does Metroparks play in the overall health meter of community?
I think it plays a role as convener. What I mean by that is we've got space. Who needs space to gather? What other community partners need assistance, capacity? We need to be sometimes not the people doing the thing, but the person who connects the dots, or the people who want to do the thing and the people who need the thing. But in terms of overall wellness for the community, we should just play a role. We should be at the table and say, how can we serve? We are just a cog in what can be a real community. Our long-term plan is to be a beacon for wellness in the region and change the paradigm of how people see Lucas County and Toledo. And that isn't just the Metroparks, right? This is a system of partnerships. It's the city, it's the county, it's the Boys and Girls Club, it's the East Toledo Family Center. It can't be done by one agency or one term or a politician, right? It has to be a consortium of people buying into the fact that this can be better if we think differently and we lock arms and say we deserve this.